Hi, welcome to this week's Midweek Connection. My name is Todd Jordan. I serve as senior pastor here at Strawbridge United Methodist Church. I'm delighted that you've joined me today. This coming Sunday is Pentecost. It marks the end of the Easter season in the church calendar liturgical year and ushers in a new age in many ways. Pentecost for me is one of those moments in the life of the church where I feel like a bunch of individual followers of Jesus came together in community. Acts chapter 2 tells us that when the day of Pentecost had come, Pentecost, by the way, 50 days after Passover, but also for us, the 50 days that we're counting as part of the Easter season. This was a day that the Jewish people celebrated every year. They would gather from all over to Jerusalem to celebrate it. So there are literally believers from all over the world gathered there. And so this is that day of Pentecost, that first Pentecost after the death and resurrection of Jesus. The disciples are all together in one place. And suddenly from heaven there came a sound like the rush of a violent wind, and it filled the entire house where they were sitting. Divided tongues as of fire appeared among them, and a tongue rested on each of them. All of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other languages as the Spirit gave them ability. There are a lot of ways to understand, to interpret, and to apply what this Pentecost moment means for us as Christians and for the life of the church. Many of it see it as the sort of birthday of the church, if you will. What I like to think of it as, again, is this idea of coming together as a community. God reminding us that we don't have to do it all alone. In fact, that's not part of the plan at all. This is the day where they really began to live in community, to support one another, so that they could go out into the world and spread this good news to everyone. And the Spirit sort of brings them together in spite of the cultural differences, in spite of the language barrier. For whatever reason, God has chosen this moment to speak to and through the disciples, to use them as instruments of peace, to share this good news. And they do so in remarkable ways. It's said that when Peter gets up to preach, when he's done, 3,000 join the church that day, and it kind of spreads from there. I think this Sunday, when we celebrate Pentecost, is a great opportunity for us to just reflect on what has God done, not just for me as an individual, but what is God doing for us as a church, as a community, not just Strawbridge, but churches all over the world, in order to continue to get that important life-saving message of the gospel out to everyone in a way that everyone can understand. And we may not be able to speak every language in the world, but we know how to love. We know how to love well because God has showed us through Christ. And I believe that is truly a universal language. So I hope you'll join us for worship. We'll have identical worship services this Sunday at 9 and 11:05. And I hope you'll join me in worship so that we can celebrate this, remember and reflect on who we are and why we are about what we are about, so that we can better go into the world and do that mission of the church, of spreading God's love through Jesus Christ to everyone in a way that anyone can understand. Have a blessed week. May God bless you, and I look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday.